So this was the round of Swiss, and we did 5 rounds of Swiss, right? Or was it 4?
5.
5 rounds of Swiss, and so this was Paul,
That'd be
who
me.
we have here, and Tony, who's not here right now.
We have E-Veers, Guavian, TIE Pilot versus eKylo and E-Baby Vader.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if that's Kylo with the...
Yeah, he's got
So
the
he's the
alternate art
alternate
Kylo.
Alter, yeah.
So we're deciding battlefield here.
Is this after Mulligan? Yes. Okay.
Yes, after Mulligan. So I'm showing my
So
hand
you
off.
kept block, or did you
I kept block.
run into it? Okay.
I
Not
thought-
intending to use it on round 1?
No, well, I could use it on round 1. It's not actually problematic to do so with this deck because as you can see, I've only got one pistol, and the Wingman's what I really wanted. So I put Wingman down. And you can see I
It's going
gave
to
him.
shut down his removal
Yeah.
options a lot harder this round.
My character dice are well enough that I don't have to worry. That you can see me take my glasses off. This is where Scott said nice electroshocks accidentally, and announced to Tony that I had 2. But I did give him the shields. I felt that was the bad decision here. But I didn't want him to have the Emperor's Throne Room. That's just too powerful of
It's
a
going to keep him
battlefield.
ahead of you, and it's going to make
Yeah.
Baby Vader just...
So
for you.
I forgo the idea of block. He knows I have electroshock, so I'm just sort of using that against him. And I just put down more guns.
Built a Navy in the East Pacific.
So here comes Vader.
Then
What do
built a
we...
Navy in the
He's
North
got
Pacific.
Force Throw in hand, which he's not going to be able to use. Those isolations might be useful.
Yeah, he gets a special, and I can't see the other one. It looks like
It's the
down.
range damage, or maybe
Okay.
one of them 2 melees.
So I'm not really interested. I roll in TIE Pilot, I roll in Veers. I blow it pretty
Well,
heavily.
you got some modified damage and some...
Yeah, but two
unmodified.
blanks. It's not enough. It's not a good first hit.
Is that a 2 damage there?
Yeah, it's a Veers 2.
What
That's
about Meditate? What do you guys think of that?
That's
Isolate the
removing another die? Or no, it's
Remove one of your blanks to turn any other die to a side not showing damage. So for the special abilities,
that's really
of this
good
deck,
for
pretty good.
for Vader.
I got rid of his special. I wasn't happy to see it. He's contemplating getting rid of my. He's trying to isolate dice, and I'm like, nope, can't do it.
And he's gonna. That was. I would say you got to go with the Vader special. You're guaranteed 3 damage there. You already got the shields on him, and I don't know if you don't. If he might not have known, but like the chances of you having a card that costs more than 3 damage worth in your deck is so small that.
Tony, this is me just messing with him because he's trying to take my block.
I'll say. So he at least finds. So he finds you have to block. That's pretty good, and he does 2 damage without 1 to himself.
Yes.
So it worked out okay, but
It worked, but yeah, he's got the best chance for damage here because this deck doesn't run anything higher than a 3-cost card, and it's only got 2.
and I think I would have changed the Vader one to the special.
But then again, in the meta right now, at least locally, a lot more people are playing higher cost cards, so Kylo's becoming valuable again in that. But I'm notorious. I'm notorious for running my deck with little to no cost. I'm gonna use the Guavian to take off a shield. I actually think that is a great ability.
It saves you a reroll. a lot of
Yeah,
times.
it's
And if
because
you have a
I
bait
don't
and
want to
switch-
reroll. I like the 2 cards I'm holding on to. They're great mitigation. So
And did you claim there?
he ended up
claims.
claiming,
Okay.
but that's okay.
So pretty light round for you, but you
Yeah.
also decided to go for Kylo first, which is what I did when I played against him because he's the guy that makes the resources. If Vader's all that's left, he doesn't have any resources.
That was actually one of my thoughts. But
Like he has his starting 2, but it means he's not going to be able to play upgrades and
He's done enough damage to Veers though it's scary.
yeah, 5 damage on round 1 is nothing to joke about.
So I need to get one of his characters out. So I love Wingman. Wingman in this deck just makes it easy.
That Wingman, yeah.
It would be nice if Wingman
Veers-
rolled into
I-
something useful. As you can see,
not
Veers.
gonna- I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't use Feel Your Anger right now to try to remove some dice.
Oh, he had Feel Your Anger at this point.
I want to say he can remove the tie dice and he can remove a Veer's blank, and that would be brutal for you.
Is the tie-dye? Oh no, the tie-dye showing resource. No, he totally should. Because right now he can knock out most of my. Oh, he's not.
He does use it. Okay. I don't know. So he can't remove the range die because your type die is in play.
But I think he
I
removes
think
both of the veer dice.
because that's not a bad thing at
It's
all.
not bad.
I know this was a while ago, but I just thought it was interesting that he threw back the it binds all things and didn't play it because that's support
Oh, I
or
didn't see that,
upgrade,
yeah.
right? So why didn't he play that into meditate?
Not sure.
Meditate costs 0.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
why.
meditate's free.
Because I mean, he's sitting on 3 resources, so like, why didn't he develop that at some point? He just threw it back.
So
It looks like he doesn't.
He got the claim because. So I mean, is that tempo worth it? Because he probably wouldn't have got the claim if he spent the turn playing it.
yeah. So here's me. I'm using the focus to turn the Guavian.
Yeah.
I feel what I played here was probably the worst because I'm holding on to my 2 because I'm waiting for block to be useful. I'm way too worried about what damage his deck can put out. And I'm not using my holdout blaster, I'm not using my pistol. I could have gone a bit more aggressive here.
I mean, that's a thing that I always
I was wondering about
try
that
to
when
deal
I
with.
was watching
Like
it before.
that's just a thing you have to deal with in almost every game. It's just like, do I play the upgrade?
Yeah.
Do I save enough resources to not? Which is why those 0 cost removal, like he doesn't like you, lock cat and mouse,
Yeah.
guard are just so awesome because
You have
being
make
able
those
to remove
decisions.
stuff without having to save your resources for it is awesome. He's going to go with the meditate again. This time he is going to go for the Vader special. Yep.
I'm pretty sure I was smart and electroshock something here.
Yeah.
I had to have. I think here I'm
I mean, that's 3 damage. You're not going to get better with electroshock than removing 3 damage because usually you're only going to get 2.
Yeah. There's me playing smart at least.
So it is good that you did not play your holdout there because then it would be even worse.
Yeah, he would probably have ended up killing Veers this round, though, then again, if I remember correctly, he puts him pretty close to the grave.
So you're probably going to play. You didn't play on the blaster pistol this round?
No, because he
No.
claimed.
I wanted.
So that's
think
where
he-
you were holding for the block, because you probably would have played it and just kept the one for the electroshock.
Yep. That was actually my thought here. Was I would love more resources, even
Yeah.
though playing the pistol. Going first is very important because I need to get Veer's dice out in the first round because he's got 3 health. So my thought is put a holdout blaster onto Veers or the TIE Pilot, roll Veers and the TIE Pilot out, and hope I can do some
Oh,
damage.
so don't play the DH-17 because you know that you're not going to be able to.
And then
Get
he,
that out
he
of
keeps
here.
Well, yeah,
hold up
'cause-
blaster and he keeps 2 for a block.
Yeah, that was my exact thought right
I
there.
think that's good.
He's fishing for damage, which is a perfectly good thing to do.
He's gone through his whole hand that turn. It will throw his holocron back down. But I mean, you guys are still pretty even in
So
damage.
he's discarding a card. He pulls a block, and he thinks this is
That's
one
the
of
first block he saw, yeah.
He thinks
Okay,
it's the one he saw.
so
He doesn't know I have one in my hand.
If you had
great
it,
for this.
yeah, that is really great. If he hadn't discarded that, would you have discarded the block from your hand at the end of the round? Because I don't know if you can really reasonably hold on to 2 blocks
No, I
for
don't
that
know.
whole thing. Because
That was a question I didn't have to ask myself at that point. I was thinking about it. So yeah, here comes Hold Up Blaster and TIE Pilot.
also, why hold up Buster not on Veer so that you can move it to the Guavian when he dies?
I like putting the Hold Up Blaster on TIE Pilot anyway because having a black side with the TIE Pilot makes it where his role in himself can do something. And it protects dice faster. Not exactly what I'm looking for here, but there's some damage.
And he doesn't have any removal right here in his hand. Is that looks like it's probably enough to kill Kylo.
I think so.
Yeah.
That might be something we need to do for the future is to zoom in a little more just to see dice sides.
Yeah, we'll have to look at how we want to do that.
It's okay. We're working on this.
It's got
There's
the
a holocron special. Vader damage. Ugh.
The disrupt on the force throw is not what you want to see.
That's what I want to see.
Though if he uses it, it'll also stop you from using block or removal.
This is me just doing mental math and trying to figure out if I can do anything. No, I confirmed some damage.
That's 5, and it should be enough to kill Kylo.
Yeah.
He's probably going to Holocron special right here.
No, he wants to
He wants to
confirm.
take that resource.
He wants
Oh,
to
that was damage.
Oh yeah, it was 1 range. He wants
Okay.
He wants to confirm the Veer's kill. Everyone seems to go for Veer's first in this deck. I block.
Oh, and he had 2 melee.
Yeah, it was a good block. I think later you end up wishing you had the other one though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you can play greedy with block and hold it to remove like 4 or 5 dice, or you can play it when it's useful. And it was useful to
No,
play
it was
that.
useful.
But he did give me the look of like, I thought you discarded that.
Wait, did you pull that back?
Force throw this time? I can understand not wanting to pay it if you can't. He's looking at No Mercy. He kind of wants to keep his hand, or keep enough money to pay for that.
Yeah,
Still might be worth throwing down the training or the lure power this time.
I think that's what he's going for.
So he's going to pay for that.
Yeah.
And he does get the thing. So that's going to mean the Guavian's dice is basically worthless. There's pretty much no reason to roll Guavian in here. Well, he can throw the TIE Pilot dice still.
If he had a Holo Blaster moved over now.
I mean, here's where I'm thinking, could I? He doesn't like you to remove it to do damage, but no, I just suppression instead.
Okay.
Because
And honestly, suppression,
I think
it's a little situational, and you're not going to always have a time to use it. So that's probably the best time.
yeah, he
you're
doesn't
gonna
like
get.
you as a better
You
card
saved
than
yourself
someone.
2 damage with that because he was going to throw that right back at you. So.
And now I get the ability to roll and go off. And at worst, I take his shield off, which is what I do.
Yep. So then he claims he's got a ton of resources here.
It's not worth re-rolling.
I think he still would have been better off just throwing lure power down. I don't know, like at this point, your holocron isn't really gaining you a whole lot.
You would be right there.
And I'd probably just throw down lure power, pitch the rest of your hand basically. Like you don't need to keep the Makashi train, like whichever one you play, either lure power or Makashi train. One of them you didn't need to keep, so that you're just drawing into maybe more of your removal or more lightsaber throws.
Yeah.
Force illusion could be good too.
My draws here is pretty well. We got a blaster pistol still. He doesn't like you. Bait and switch. Battle formation. Logistics is basically ditch fodder. It's just not worth
At
it.
this point, you have not enough.
So I'm
stuff
just
to pay for
instead
here.
of putting the pistol down, I'm rolling in the TIE Pilot to try and put dice down for mitigation. For he doesn't like you.
He's got 3 damage there. He's
Yeah.
gonna probably go right to the TIE Fighter.
Yeah, he's going for the TIE Fighter.
That's like almost half his health. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a great card though. His protection really does irritate people.
What else does he have in that Kylo die?
He's disrupting resources, which honestly at this point I
It
don't
actually
care.
doesn't do any.
I
Well,
don't.
it'll allow you to not resolve the holdout blaster, which is still going to save him some headache there. If that's a what's it called? I guess it must not have been a damage side on Anakin, because otherwise that would have been a No Mercy for a TIE Pilot kill.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's looking for here. It's just A damage to be able to finish off the TIE Pilot.
So discard
so-
reroll. Logistics goes out.
So
I
it
get greedy.
probably would have been better to he doesn't like you. I guess you didn't know he doesn't have No Mercy, but it
Yeah,
looks
I
like you're
don't-
going to get No Mercy right after this, which is going to be more punishing than just having removed that Anakin die.
He's not. He's
I don't
got a
think he.
lightsaber throw.
Yeah.
Oh, lightsaber throw. Okay.
There's a few. I have.
He has to. Are this one of those damage sides? That's definitely a melee damage on
Yeah.
Anakin.
But he's not gonna know mercy.
I don't think he does this game.
No,
I think
he
he
does.
throws it out.
You could even No Mercy for like.
So I have
one
Bait and
less.
Switch and Battle Formations, two pretty awesome cards to try and confirm blast damage. Battle Formations will only let me reroll one, but it's ambush. I can ditch it to reroll
Oh, so
more.
he pitches No Mercy
Yeah.
for a reroll.
But Bait and Switch is what I'm hoping to fire with.
So he must not actually have a. So either he didn't have a damage side showing there, or he was really hoping to get one of those upgrades into play that he didn't want to get rid of them. But I think it still would have been better to. Like, No Mercy is just one of the things. If you can kill a character with it, it doesn't matter if you lose your hand. You probably just need to use it because that's what it's.
It's
the
so
best.
much damage.
And you are not getting range damage here, Cole.
No, I'm
I
not.
think that Guavian has a 1 on him, but
Got a 1, I've got the Holdout Blaster, the TIE Pilot, I think
you
has
don't even have a resource showing, so you don't even think you can bait and switch.
So yeah, I'm
So you're just gonna take
confirming.
what you can, so you know, 2 damage.
Gonna throw, I think that's a 1.
Yep.
I ask him politely if he wants to throw it at the Guavian, he looks at me and says no. Gotta ask. If he doesn't
TIE
specify,
Pilot
make
is
sure he
on
knows
the
his
edge.
options. Yeah,
And really, like here, he has so many resources. You just gotta. I think he needs to get rid of that holocron to replace. Like he should have just replaced an upgrade. I think.
I
'cause-
find a lot of people do that with the holocron. They put it out and they're waiting for that special, even when they
I mean,
have
it is
4
good,
to 5
but
resources.
like when you have enough resources at that point, like you get to a point where it doesn't matter, and the holocron is crazy good early game.
So here's-
Oh wait, did you guys not? Oh, we don't have the hand.
Yeah, this is where I haven't.
We're
caught
going
up
in
with the
blind.
hands. So we'll have to see how the blind works.
So looking at mine,
You
I'm
still got another. He doesn't like you. It looks like in there. You have
Yeah.
your bait and switch still that you didn't get rid of.
I know he's drawn.
Did he draw his other lightsaber through? Is that a rocket launcher?
So we're
in
doing the
your
best defense here to kill the TIE Pilot. I think this is a great move. TIE Pilot's only got 1 health.
hand? Get rid of both Anakin dice.
Yeah, I just don't want Anakin to be there.
And then get. Yep.
The Holdout Blaster, call the TIE Pilot dead. Probably one of the most underutilized things in games is to best defense when you've got 1 health.
Yeah.
He's gonna die anyway. I've got Imperial Discipline,
Which
best
is a dead
defense.
card. No.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do?
Dude, did you have another best defense in your hand?
Probably.
So he's discarding holocron to reroll his force throws. Okay, so he's rolling in a 1 force throw. You play out another holdout? No, that's a whatever Krennic's blaster's
Yeah,
called.
Yeah, that was your. was
Uh,
that your DH-17 that was sitting in there forever?
No, it wasn't the DH-17. It's a DT-29 or
DT.
something.
Yeah.
And so now he's got the double force throw special.
Yeah, this is me
And
sitting
there is
here.
no reason to roll into that.
I'm looking at this going, I could kill him, and I could also end
Yeah.
up completely rebounding and doing too much damage. So I
Does he
took
play Makashi here?
Right. So this is. He's got the 2 specials on the force throws, and Paul's deciding whether he wants to roll in or not.
I
Yeah.
claimed.
I think-
Yeah.
I
Oh,
claimed.
you already claimed?
I claimed, took a resource and said, no, I'm not going to do this.
I think he's thinking if he's just going to override the holocron right now. Do it, Tony. Do it. You know you want to. Or is he going to roll and try to get some damage?
He's-
Oh, he's going to use the force. Oh, this isn't the worst.
So he's going to use the force
Just to get a damage. Okay,
do a
so
damage.
1 for 1. That's, he has a ton of resources now. That's
Yeah, right now it's not a problem.
and use the force isn't going to find. Well, we'll find some value maybe with Vader's dice.
So I think I have 2 bait and switches right now in my hand.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly
There's a
sitting a
ton
little
damage
pretty.
here, yeah.
I'm just sort of like, okay, Guavian has a 33% chance to roll a resource. He might think of that as not being bad. I can bait and switch, kill.
And you killed eKylo, so he has no resources, right? So,
Yeah,
he only has 7 resources.
I've got a
so he's
jetpack as
fine.
well that's not useful. I think there's a wingman I can see in my own hand that's just reroll fodder.
You're gonna upgrade for 1. you're out of expensive. Like you don't have any more blocks. You're not running dodges. So
Yeah, I've used my electroshocks. I don't have any dodge. I'm just
So your removal is probably on the low end right now. You
Yeah.
just got to get your damage out there.
pretty much.
He probably just, I don't know if he was running deflect, but if he has running deflect, he's probably running into it pretty soon.
I don't think he ran deflect in this deck. I didn't see it. He's used both his isolations though.
Looks like he has a high grounds in his hand. Another no mercy. Still think he has the Makashi training. There's the Holocron special, so I think we're actually going to see that upgrade come out. And then it looks like either a disrupt or a range damage on the
Force throw, and it looks like another force throw has a special as well.
yeah. And then is it 3 for 1 on Vader, or is it 2 for 1 melee damage?
3 for 1 melee
3 for
damage.
1.
So there's me just going, all right, fine, I'll confirm some damage. I'll pay for it.
Is that 5 maybe?
There's 3, 4, and 5.
So he's at 8. Oh boy.
What did he just do?
Just no
Oh
mercy.
yeah, this is when I got really. Yeah, this is it. He just ditched his entire hand for it.
Hey, but one of those was a vibra knife. I don't know if that mattered.
It doesn't, because I'm at 1 health.
Okay, so he technically probably got more damage on it than he should have, because the vibra, it has to be blue
Oh,
cards.
did he count the vibro knife?
Well, he
I didn't
discarded
catch
it.
that when I was
He
watching
just
the game.
discarded it there. So
Well, there's a recording, things you catch in recording.
this thing, I mean, he could still force throw that shield, and it's not gonna. Like, he has plenty of damage on the
Oh
table.
no,
right
I'm
now.
pretty sure at this end, like, I couldn't have turned it around, so I well
Yeah,
done.
he had.
Here's where I show him. I'm
Yeah.
like, I have 2 bait and switches. I was just hoping I could confirm 8 damage. I could have won that.
So something to
But
watch
could've-
out for everybody. If somebody no mercies you, make sure they are only pitching blue cards.
Yeah.
Because technically they can't even.
They can't even
They're not
discard
even
it.
allowed to discard. it,
Right.
Even if they wanted to.
I mean, hindsight's 2020. Still a great game. Some of the rules weren't there for me.
And then meditate he used it on like one of the first few turns, but I don't think he used it anytime after that.
No, he just.
And maybe that's part of what he was keeping the Holocron for too. Maybe instead of upgrading it, he's like, maybe I can use meditate and the Holocron to get some extra eKylo
true.
specials.
Yeah.
That was the reasoning for.
I feel
not
like he
replacing
added it into his deck and he didn't really think about it much because he's used to playing it an older way. Like,
Meditate is a card that I do like the possibilities of it. It would be better if it was like turn a blank die into into a side that doesn't show it.
instead of meditate, I love Imperial Discipline, which I wasn't able to get out in this hand, but that definitely makes
Yeah,
this
Imperial
deck much
Discipline
more
is just a very good card, but it has a very large limitation of only working on villain red characters.
Yep. All right.
Anything else you guys want to say on this game, or move to the next one?
I'm good.
All right.